Welcome to the Enthesis MOOC. You are joining a learning journey that brings together the knowledge, concepts, tools, and lessons generated over 4 years of interdisciplinary research within the Enthesis project. If you think about agri-food systems, whether in your own country or elsewhere, you will quickly realize that the challenges we face are not isolated. They are interconnected. Climate change affects production systems, market dynamics influence farming practices, geopolitical instability affects market dynamics. Policies provide incentives, but also create unintended consequences. And very often, despite well-intentioned efforts, systems do not change as expected. You are here because you're working on or interested in questions that do not have simple answers. Questions such as, why do certain problems persist despite repeated interventions? Why do systems resist change? And how can we design interventions that actually lead to transformation? These are not just technical questions, these are systemic questions. Our purpose is to help you make sense of this complexity and to engage more effectively with processes of transformation towards sustainability. In this MOOC, you will learn how to understand agri-food systems as complex, dynamic systems, identify interdependencies, feedback loops, and lock-ins, analyze behavioral drivers and decision-making processes, use tools like systems mapping and systems dynamics modeling, examine how policies can support or hinder systemic change, and apply best practices in policy co-design. And finally, facilitate participatory processes that support meaningful change. But this course is not only about concepts, it's about helping you connect these ideas to your own work, research, or context. The course is structured into 6 modules. We start with systems thinking, where you'll learn how to see systems as interconnected wholes. Then we move to systems mapping, where you will explore tools to visualize complexity and identify leverage points. In Module 3, we focus on behavioral insights, understanding why people act the way they do and how interventions can influence change. Module 4 introduces systems dynamics modeling, helping you understand how systems evolve over time. In Module 5, we look at policy co-design and how to design more coherent and effective policy mixes. Our final module, Module 6, brings everything together through participatory systems mapping and co-design, focusing on collaboration, shared understanding and envisioning, and how to facilitate these. Each module is organized into 3 to 4 units, designed to guide you step by step through the key concepts and tools. Each unit includes a short video lecture, approximately 15 to 20 minutes, introducing the main ideas in an accessible way, a set of supporting readings, such as scientific articles, policy briefs, blog posts, or occasionally podcasts to deepen your understanding. To support your learning, each module offers optional exercises to explore topics in more depth, depending on your interests and needs. Finally, a mandatory progress assessment quiz must be taken at the end of every module. The quiz is not designed to grade your performance, but rather to help you reflect on your learning, check your understanding of key concepts, decide whether you are ready to move forward or should revisit certain materials. Now, before you dive into the modules, take a moment to think about real-world context that matters to you. It could be your research topic, a project you're working on, a policy challenge, or a system you are familiar with. Try to choose a wicked problem, something that doesn't have a simple solution, something that feels perhaps difficult to change. We encourage you to use this context as a reference point throughout the course. As you move through each module, we invite you to return to it and ask, how does this concept apply to my case? What new insights does this tool give me? What assumptions am I making? What might I be overlooking? This course is also an invitation to be reflexive. That means questioning your own assumptions and challenging your own ways of thinking. Because systems thinking is not just about analyzing the world, it's also about reflecting on how we see the world and how we act within it. By the end of this MOOC, you will not have all the answers, but we hope this MOOC will give you new ways of seeing and thinking, new tools for analysis, a stronger capacity to engage with complexity, and inspiration for your own work. So take your time, stay curious, and engage actively with the material. And most importantly, keep connecting what you learn to your own reality.